The story begins with our protagonist, Charlie Kenton, who wakes up in his truck after drinking all night. Right there, he receives a call from a guy named Bill trying to collect a debt. However, Charlie confuses him with Jack, another guy he owes money to, because he's a man deeply in debt.
All right, Jack, I'm gonna pay.
This ain't Jack! It's Bill Panner. You owe Jack money too?
Beside him is a robot named Ambush, which also seems like a disaster. The truck door is open, so passers-by can see the whole show of a drunken debtor. One of the girls asks if that's Ambush and requests him to show it off. Charlie immediately complies, taking another swig of his beer. Getting to the action, Charlie grabs a tablet and powers it on for a demonstration. The robot's eyes light up and it stands up, towering over Charlie. But then one of the girls tries to take a photo and Charlie stops her because he tries to charge them for wanting to take a picture. So the girls leave, and he doesn't manage to get a single cent from them.
All right, I'm kidding. $3. About $2.50.
You suck!
Later, he gets into an argument with the fair organizers because he thought his robot would fight against a 660-pound bull. But it turns out the animal is much heavier. It turns out our protagonist has bet again against his old buddy Ricky, whom he knows from his past as a professional boxer. Ricky reminds him that he won't get paid if he doesn't fight.
We agreed that my boxer would fight an 800-pound steer for $3,000. That bull is like 2,000 pounds. Your bot don't fight, you don't get paid. Woo!
And forces Charlie to come up with a way to double the bet by offering $20,000 to the winner.
Why don't we make this more interesting?
How much?
20 grand when it takes off.
20 grand. You got 20 grand,
You're
Charlie.
safe in my truck.
His rival accepts, reminding him that he can smash him to pieces just like he has done in the ring several times before. Turns out that robot battles are a big deal, but not here at this small fair in Texas, so the audience will have to settle for a showdown between a robot and a bull. Everyone present gets excited about the giant robot's presentation, and even though it looks like a piece of junk, it really shows off with some quick jabs in the air.
Look at that, he's getting all kung fu on us.
But now it's time to introduce the beast, a bull that looks visibly angry. As soon as the gates open, both rush toward each other. In the first move, the robot sends the bull crashing directly to the ground. But the fight is far from over. The bull gets back on its feet, ready to charge at the robot, but the robot nimbly leaps over it and delivers a precise punch. Everything seems to be going well for our protagonist until, in a moment of distraction, the bull brutally attacks and knocks off one of its legs. Charlie shouts for them to stop the fight, but Ricky insists they continue while the bull prances around with the scrap metal stuck in its horns. The robot can barely stand, and the bull charges again. The crowd goes wild, and the bull completely destroys Ambush, winning the battle.
Hey, give me that leg.
For $5. Booyah!
I'm gonna come back for my money, Charlie boy. Let's have it.
As Charlie tries to escape as quickly as possible, two men approach him. But before they can say anything, Charlie punches one of them, thinking they're debt collectors. In reality, they're there to inform him that the woman he dated 10 years ago has passed away. And now he must appear in court to determine the future of his son, Max, someone he has never seen before. Unfortunately for Ricky, Charlie leaves before he can collect his $20,000. In court, we meet Debra, the boy's aunt, who is eager to gain custody of Max since she and her husband have enough money to provide for him. However, the judge informs her that Texas law grants custody to the father even if he is absent. Charlie arrives late to the hearing, but he couldn't care less because he's on the phone trying to secure another fighting robot.
Whoa.
Please be Charles Kenton.
I'm here to sign some paper that releases my rights to the custody of my son. Do I need to be here?
Do you even remember me? Caroline's sister?
At that moment, Debra asks to see her nephew, and while saying goodbye to her husband, a man named Marvin, Charlie notices his jewelry and watch, realizing he's a man of considerable wealth. He decides to pretend to be interested in the boy to gain something from the situation.
Your Honor, I'd like to, at this juncture, step out and call my attorney.
They meet privately and quickly agree that he will receive $100,000 in exchange for giving up custody, but with the condition that he cares for Max for about 3 months while the couple goes on vacation in Italy. He receives an upfront payment of $50,000 and a commitment to get the rest of the money once the couple returns from their trip, during which he will personally take Max to New York.
75 grand.
You're serious?
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to go to Italy. We'll be back in New York by the end of August.
100.
100,000?
You heard me.
But not a word about the money to Debra, you understand?
After signing the papers, Charlie leaves the courthouse and heads straight to his friend Bailey Tallet's gym. Bailey, another girl interested in robots, is skeptical about Charlie's plans to buy a new model, calling it ridiculous and mentioning that she's planning to sell the workshop. However, Charlie manages to convince her that he already has the necessary money to acquire a good fighting robot. Later, Debra and Marvin stop by to drop off Max and, of course, collect their part of the deal, which Charlie hands over in an envelope full of cash. While they're there, the boy confronts Charlie, accusing him of ruining their plans to go to Italy.
You know, I'm your...
You screwed me. Do you know where they're going?
Italy?
Yeah, Italy. So how did I get stuck here with you?
He directly asks how much money Charlie received for giving him up. Upon discovering the details of the arrangement, Max asks to share half of it. But Charlie admits he already spent it.
How much to give you, huh? Tell me, I want to know.
50,000. Will you shut up now?
Just give me half the money and you won't have to.
And I spent the money on a robot. It's gone. Okay?
A few minutes later, Bailey receives a large package, and as they begin to open it, Max shares some interesting insights that prove he's quite knowledgeable about boxing robots, showing that, like father, like son. Together, they unveil the new robot, the once famous world robot, boxing robot, Noisy Boy. While they discuss how to operate the voice command, Max grabs the headphones and manages to activate its functions by speaking in Japanese, having learned it from his video games.
Apakato Nikai.
How the hell do you know Japanese?
Video games.
Bailey then adjusts the language settings and starts configuring it, while Charlie begins to test its movements. And so they're ready for battle. As Charlie prepares to leave, Max stops him by grabbing the keys and demands to go along. Finally, Max threatens to throw the keys down the drain, and Charlie ends up agreeing to let him tag along.
I'm either coming with you or you're fishing for your keys in the sewer. It's gonna be all, man. Oh my god, that was close, wasn't it?
Get in.
Whoa.
Just get in, will you?
Now, father and son climb into the truck, and a few minutes later, they arrive at an extreme fighting ring filled with intimidating boxing robots. They set up a match against the robot of Charlie's friend Finn, Midas, the main contender of the night, with a $50,000 prize for the victor. Max tries to warn Charlie not to take the fight, but Charlie ignores him and goes all in for the big prize. Midas is huge and wild, making a big entrance with a crowd of fans cheering him on. Meanwhile, Noisy Boy is the old champ, making a comeback. At first, our protagonist gains the upper hand.
Easy money. All night long.
But as the minutes pass, he loses control and ultimately ends up losing the battle once again. Then the boy gets upset because he knew he shouldn't have taken that fight, and they have an argument where Max confronts Charlie about throwing away everything he doesn't want in his life. Later, they head to a junkyard to look for spare parts to build a new robot, since Noisy Boy ended up as trash. Meanwhile, Charlie explains to Max why the whole boxing robot scene started, to prevent humans from hurting each other so much, and because robots became more entertaining, making them more profitable.
Couldn't give the people what they really wanted. True, no-holds-barred violence. Get the humans out of there and let the machines kill each other.
Out of nowhere, it starts to rain, and the boy accidentally falls into a deep ravine, unable to be helped by his father. After rolling down for several meters, he finally stops thanks to the hand of a robot. Minutes later, Charlie runs after him to try to get him back to safety. Luckily, he manages to pull him up, and Max discovers that the arm that saved him actually belongs to a complete robot. Surprised by this, he decides to take it with him, feeling it saved his life. But his father disagrees. After another argument, Charlie decides to leave him to handle it on his own. The next day, they bring the new robot to Bailey's gym for her to check it out. She agrees, even though she thinks it's just junk. But as she examines it, she discovers something she's never seen before. This robot has a shadowing feature, which is quite rare because it can mimic movements and store them in internal memory. Bailey hooked Adam up to a new remote so Max could control it more easily.
So you play video games, right? Of course. Same idea, only this one's a 1,000-pound robot.
After that, Max thought it would be a good idea to give Adam a wash since it was pretty dirty. While scrubbing away, he discovered that the robot's name was actually Adam. Excited, he immediately wanted to challenge it to a fight, but Charlie quickly put the brakes on that idea. He explained that Adam wasn't built for fighting yet, but Max was determined to prove him wrong. He kept insisting, and it was clear that nothing was going to change his mind.
Stubborn kid.
Surprise, surprise.
That night, Max made up his mind to start training Adam, wanting to get it ready for a real fight someday. In a hopeful moment, Max realizes that Adam can actually understand him. As he talks to the robot, he notices it responds to his commands more intuitively than he expected.
Can you understand me? Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
The next morning, Bailey took the opportunity to tell Max a bit about Charlie's past as a boxer, something Max didn't really know much about. She shared stories about his father's experiences in the ring, which made Max even more curious.
He was toying with Nico. He was dancing with him. Pop, pop, bam, pop. He was beautiful.
Did Charlie beat Nico Tandy?
No, Nico Tandy put me on my ass in the 12th round.
So he knocked you out?
Oh yeah, so did a lot of guys.
Yeah, and you knocked a lot of guys out too,
24 and 19.
24 and
Exactly
19, but every fight a knockout.
After their little chat, father and son leave Bailey and travel to a huge arena in Atlanta where they come across the world champion robot, Zeus. While they were there, they met Farra Lemkova, the owner of Zeus, along with a guy named Teak, who guarantees to destroy any robot that dares to challenge him.
You saying that Zeus...
I'm saying that what happens in that ring, the results of any fight is inevitable. He kills.
Meanwhile, Charlie is looking for his friend Finn to set up a new bet, but he doesn't get the help he needs.
Man, I just need a little loan.
What? You serious, Charlie? I know you, man. And as much as I like you, dude, you're a bad bet, brother.
Instead, he manages to arrange a fight for Adam at a secret underground venue called the Zoo. The next day, Charlie wakes up to the sounds of Max training Adam. Then they arrive at the zoo. Charlie warns him that Adam will come home in pieces, but Max is confident in his robot, so confident that he takes charge of the negotiation. There, they decide to face off against a tough opponent who is also super confident about winning and bets $2,000. However, if Adam loses, he'll have to light up his metallic parts, which adds a little extra pressure to the match.
Son, he ain't gonna survive one round.
Well, let's just say he does.
If he's still standing, I'll give you $1,000.
But if he dies in there, I get to keep what's left.
The fight scene is intense, and Max decides that since Adam is his robot, he will control it himself. At first, he struggles a bit and loses his rhythm, especially since the opponent is much bigger than him. Meanwhile, Charlie is shouting out movement tips, but nothing seems to work. Just when there's less than a minute left in the fight, Max manages to talk to Adam and tells him to get back up.
Get up, Adam!
He can't hear you. You know you're talking to a machine, right?
Get up, Adam!
This inspires Adam to rise and helps them win their first $1,000, but instead of taking the prize money and leaving, Max decides to double the bet and keep fighting, believing in what he can do. In the second round, Adam crushes his first opponent. This turns out to be the first victory for our protagonists, and they leave the zoo feeling on top of the world. As they're leaving, they meet another guy who offers them a new fight for $4,000. On the way home, Charlie takes a moment to share the news of their victory with Bailey. The next day, he finds Max dancing with Adam in an amazing way, and it sparks an idea in Charlie's mind. He suggests that maybe they should showcase this dance in Adam's next fight to really surprise the audience. Max loves the idea, but says he wants to teach Adam how to box in return. This leads to an agreement between them, and for the next few hours, they dive into some incredible training sessions.
Nice. That's it. One, two, old man. 3-punch combo. That's good.
Meanwhile, Adam keeps winning the upcoming fights, gaining more and more recognition in the underground battle scene and capturing the hearts of fans along the way. One night, another man invites them to an official robot championship in Detroit thanks to their popularity and performance. There, they'll compete alongside some of the most famous robots in the world. So, both of them prepare Adam like never before. While waiting at the hotel, they receive an invitation to visit the champion, Zeus. They both accept excitedly, and as they leave Adam alone, we can see him looking at himself in the mirror, something he's never done before. When our protagonists arrive at the suite, they meet Farra, who is interested in buying their robot for $200,000, but right away, Max tells her that Adam is not for sale. Charlie thinks it's a good offer because he only cares about the money, so the boy leaves angrily and his dad goes after him to try to convince him to accept. However, Max is very sure that's never going to happen.
He's a boxer. You taught him to box. That's worth something.
I think it's worth $200,000.
Look at me, but it's not gonna happen.
The championship begins, and we meet Adam's new rival, a giant two-headed robot nicknamed Twin Towers. This doesn't intimidate our little protagonist, who makes an incredible dance entrance with his robot, earning a standing ovation from the crowd. Before the match starts, Charlie gives some final instructions.
See those geeks with the joystick? They're controlling everything their bot does. This is the league. Stand on that.
So what do?
We fight smart, we be patient, and pray. Seriously, pray.
And the battle kicks off. As expected, the fight is very intense because Twin Towers is a state-of-the-art robot. At one point, Adam gets cornered in the ring, taking hit after hit. In the midst of the desperation, Charlie manages to shout the right instructions for Adam to deliver a final knockout punch, leading to another victory.
Left, right, left! Here comes the Charlie special! Right uppercut!
They both jump onto the ring, excited, while Farra watches from the VIP section, impressed but also annoyed because it's not what she expected. Then, the host prepares to continue the show, but Max forcefully grabs the microphone because he has an important announcement. The boy gathers his courage to challenge none other than Zeus to a fight anywhere, declaring he's ready to do whatever it takes to defeat him.
I challenge Zeus! Anytime, anywhere, you name it, we will be there!
The crowd immediately gets excited about what's to come. At the end of the night, our protagonist receives his payment, and as they leave, Charlie is surprised by Ricky, an old acquaintance who is angry because he still hasn't received payment from the last fight. Ricky ambushes him with two tough guys. Charlie tries to distract them to escape, but fails. While one of the men grabs the boy, we see the others start beating him up viciously to steal all the money from his pockets.
Your friend's a real dirtbag, kid.
He's my father.
Just like old times, Charlie boy.
I'm sorry.
After all this, Charlie decides to move up the timeline to return Max to his Aunt Debra, which makes the boy upset because he wants to keep participating in the fights to win back all the money and spend more time with him. But our protagonist tells him he can't do anything about it since they have custody of him.
Charlie, please, no.
Trust me, kid. It's better this way. Legally, she has custody. So what can I do? You tell me, what can I do?
After that, Marvin hands Charlie an envelope with the other $50,000. But Charlie rejects it because he's no longer interested. The boy angrily climbs into the truck to grab his things, while our protagonist tries to explain that he deserves something better in life. Max yells back that he just wants a father who fights a little harder for him.
You deserve better than me. What do you want from me?
I want you to fight for me. That's all I ever wanted.
On the way home, Charlie has a heartfelt reunion with Bailey. He shares the situation he's going through with his son, and they have a nice conversation about their relationship. She encourages him, saying he can win Max back and motivates him to fight for the boy. This moment brings them a little closer together, and they finally share a sweet kiss that they've both wanted for a long time.
1,200 miles for a kiss.
Worth it.
Go get him, Charlie.
You sound like your dad.
Without hesitation, Charlie goes back to Debra's house to apologize. While he's there, he tells her he regrets not doing the right thing by abandoning and selling Max, acknowledging all his mistakes. He admits he can't recover the lost years, but he's willing to fight for it. He also tells her that he's secured the fight against Zeus, and although she doesn't fully agree, she agrees to let him go just for that night.
Came to tell you that I heard you. We got the Zeus fight.
What do you say?
When the long-awaited showdown finally arrives, everyone is super excited. The first to enter the arena is Adam, surprising the entire audience. Soon after, Zeus makes a spectacular entrance.
King of the ring, Zeus!
Max starts to feel a bit nervous because the world champion is truly intimidating. But that doesn't stop him from facing the biggest challenge of his life. The battle begins, and right off the bat, Adam gets knocked down with a single punch. Luckily, he manages to get back up, but after a couple more hits, he's down again, and everyone starts to fear the worst. Zeus corners our protagonist's robot in the ring and starts attacking it repeatedly, leaving Adam looking pretty dazed.
Good night, sparring bot!
Thankfully, after a few seconds and a cheer from Max, Adam manages to stand up for the third time. Suddenly, our robot hero lands the first punch, kicking off an uncontrollable attack against the champion. However, Zeus quickly recovers and strikes back until the bell rings, allowing Adam to survive the first round. During the break, Charlie manages to fix Adam quickly, and he's ready to go for the second round. This time, Adam is the main attacker and manages to regain some strength, but in the third round, he falls again just like before. Fortunately, he gets back up for repairs, and when the fourth round starts, we discover that Charlie's microphone is damaged. This means Adam doesn't react to his commands and is about to be defeated for good.
Adam is stumbling around the ring. I think the voice recon is shot. He's not responding. Zeus has found that out. He can't hear me.
In a stroke of inspiration, Adam activates Shadow Mode so Charlie can guide him through the movements. Since Charlie is one of the best boxers, he accepts the challenge, not wanting to crush his son's dreams.
You have to fight the last round.
Are you kidding me with those eyes? Damn it. I know you're in there and can see me, so watch me.
Now you're talking to a robot.
I know. Shut up. Watch me.
In the fifth round, we see Adam mimicking Charlie's moves. Charlie decides not to act when Zeus attacks, waiting for the champion to lose some power before throwing a key right hook.
Adam is taunting Zeus.
Please do something!
Not yet.
Hang in there.
When he does, it surprises all the spectators, allowing Adam to corner the champion for a few seconds. Zeus quickly recovers, but Adam keeps hitting him desperately, determined to defeat him. All of this deeply moves Max, who feels proud of his dad after all these years. In the end, Adam knocks down Zeus with one final blow, and when Zeus gets back up, he gets beaten until the last bell rings.
Adam's left arm, but Kenton is undaunted. Kenton is the last arm. Zeus is saved by the bell.
As the fight ends, the judges congratulate Charlie and declare Zeus the champion amid the crowd's boos. However, Adam is hailed as the people's champion, making Max incredibly happy. Not only has he gained popularity in the fight world, but he has finally experienced the fatherly love he never had.
I really want you to know.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
This was Real Steel. If you enjoy these recaps, don't forget to like, comment on what other movies you want to see on the channel, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the upcoming videos.